to inequality within groups, in the sense that suppose the 5 Qs at the bottom, so suppose you have 0, 0, 0, 0 and 1, 10. It is sensitive.
Oh yes, I mean, that, again, that's one of the, that's a good question. This is one of the problems why transvariation is such a, to me at least, it spells trouble, right? Because that's why we don't have a characterization. I mean, simply speaking, basically, if you want to characterize something, well, the best friend of the axiomatists is missing in that separability. Because there is no well-defined sense in which you can sort of fix some of the variables and play around with the others, because they're all interconnected, right? Because of this overlap that may or may not occur. Right? So, but that's precise. That's at the heart of the problem for why we have a hard time characterizing this. Absolutely. We already mentioned variable population considerations. You can do it, but we're much less confident. Again, for example, replication invariance completely goes out of the window, and you can easily see why. It's very easy to come up with examples. And again, what we want to do is, so this is really, for us, a starting point. We hope that we can refine this a little bit. I'm done.
Linear, right, like slope 1 coming out of the origin. No. Yeah, because that would be, no, a straight line coming out of the origin, 45-degree line. Because this would be perfectly even, as you said, I think. So to me, it feels like
that would be, yeah.
Right, that's a perfectly even, uniform. So then using that as the benchmark, really, of course it's not concave because of the discreteness, but maybe you can use concavity measures. Have people done that?
Not to our knowledge, but it would be a possibility to look into.
Isn't that the
benchmark?
benchmark?
But again, concavity is because you won't get full-blown concavity ever. But, well, I mean, an analog would be Gini, right? You look at the area. Yeah. But that's that would be one way of simply moving from the quasi ordering to one way that respects it. Yeah. But that's certainly a way of absolutely. Yeah. Oh yeah. Again, so my major concern really is certainly I don't want to go down the road of linearity, like of simply adding them up. And I'm tempted to do something about this very serious asymmetry at the top end. And at the end, the ones of wealthiest. And then, I'm even reluctant to call them wealthiest anymore. If you then go to everybody except like 2 people. But yes, that's definitely, it would be a very good analog, yeah. It's not the same as the Gini, evidently, but it's conceptually that would be possible. Again, characterizing it. Well, actually, in fact, what we could do is sort of a partial fake characterization in the sense that we start with these n-1 tuples to begin with. Then, of course, then you have much more power to do something. But that's, I think of it as a fake characterization because you don't start with the principle, with the fundamentals, with the primitive variables. Yeah.
Questions?
So thank you very much, all the participants, the referees, the chairwoman and the chairman session. So
and the organizer.
So we see us at the Stalo, and now we have the CEPET committee meeting with the scientific committee.
Sì, certo.
Get in touch. We made
Take a seat there.
Unless you want to continue that conversation.
And thank you.